What is up? What is going on? Dave at SVA Card Collectors. And today is not going to be too much about cards. It's going to be more about baseball commissioner, Mr. Manfred. And just how he's just completely out of touch with what, baseball, people who watch it and like it and love it. Like, he's just not with it. Like, I don't know. Like, this whole debacle with the Astros. Yes, I'm a Yankee fan, so I want them to be punished heavily. But I think most people do. I think most teams do. I think what they did was, like, horrendous. And the fact that they really just coming out and their apologies are just, like, half-assed, and the owner, I don't know if it'll make that much of a difference. Then why'd you do it? I don't know anything about it. I know everything about my team, but that. Just the whole thing, the way this has gone down has just been handled so poorly by baseball. And all they want to do is just throw it under the rug. Let's just move on. We don't care. It's all, okay, whatever. They just want to yeah to you to death. And that's, I think, why it bothers me so much. It's just okay, we know better. You don't, you don't know any better. We know, we got to move on. Had they done what everyone wanted done, players should not have gotten immunity. If anything, the coaches should have gotten immunity. It seems like that the players are the ones who really initiated it and were really the ones behind it. So, they get all scot. Really, the repercussion is, and in that interview, him saying, oh, well, they're paying for it now. Yeah, with their millions of dollars and their world championship, they're really paying for it. You think 10 years from now, everyone's really, people will remember, but it's going to be like whatever. To me, personally, the World Series should be vacated from them. If this happened to the Yankees, obviously I wouldn't be pushing for it, but I would completely understand them saying, hey, there's just no World Series champion in 2017. Dodgers should be really pissed off. Yankees pissed off too, more Dodgers. And they kept on doing it. And that's the thing. They just did halfway and they went, we don't see too much. And they said they didn't do it anymore because it really wasn't working that much. So it's just disgusting to me anyway. And just the way they just sweep everything under the rug. Even with this stupid playoff system that they're talking about where the first and second team has to pick the team they want to play, that's just garbage. What are we doing? Well, it's not the first team gets a bye. Sorry. And the second and third team get to pick who they play. That's not going to be bulletin board, fodder for them. And then if you pick wrong, everyone's like, oh, how could you pick these guys? Oh, why didn't you pick that guy? It's just stupid. They're trying to be hip, and they're trying to do what other leagues are doing, but they're just doing it stupidly. A lot of the issues that baseball has is speed of the game. That's the issue. And unless you change that up where there's constant action, I understand people like a pitch clock, that's stupid, but it makes sense why they were doing it. Because they were trying to speed up the game. They're trying to get action. The more action there, the more, like you can see in XFL, everything that they do is to speed the game up, is to have more action to it. There's a 25 second game clock. They're worried about player injuries, so they have it where there's not that 50-yard collision in kickoffs and kick returns. It makes sense. Anything that baseball does, it's just stupid. There's no rhyme or reason. It doesn't make any sense. They just do it because. And it's just, I wish they did. I'm not a big fan of the commissioner. I think, but what does he do anyway? He just represents the ownership. So if they're making money, I'm sure they're okay. But I think they know there is an issue, and they're trying to solve it. But I don't think you got the right guy to solve it. That's just my 2 cents. Even in basketball, they changed up the All-Star game. First 3 quarters stunk, but the last quarter was pretty good. Last quarter was really good. They were actually trying to play. So that's just what I think about Major League Baseball right now. Trying to think. The All-Star game, really liked it. Tributes to Kobe Bryant were nice. Game was, like I said, the fourth quarter is where everybody was actually trying and everyone wanted to, win. That's what it comes down to. They should just have one quarter, because then they would actually try. That would just make the one quarter like a half hour long. But then it would take the first 5-10 minutes off probably, but whatever. So I'm going to divulge. I will talk about cards a little bit because I think Astro cards, they're going to tank, and they're going to continue to tank for a while. So if you're looking for something to buy, and maybe a card you want to look to buy is an Altuve, Carlos Correa. It's going to be difficult because I don't know how much they're going to rise, because I don't know if he's going to go into the Hall of Fame or not. That's going to be such a looming thing over them. And that buzzer thing, come on. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely something going on. So, you have that. You have a lot of questions. And just like the steroid era, people aren't getting the answers they want. And that's just the way baseball is. They very authoritative, very like communist-like, whatever. So, my take. So, it's tough. To give a recommendation on this is just, I'm going to talk about it and then I don't even give you I'll say this. If you're looking to get these cards, there's no better time to buy them now, because they're going to keep going lower. If they don't do well during the season, they're going to go. I think they're a really good team. I can't imagine them just being a 500 team and not making the playoffs. So I still think they're an excellent team. I still think they're going to do well. The only thing is, I don't think their pitching is going to be as sharp, because I think eventually Verlander is going to. The real Verlander is finally going to show. Not the real Verlander, but he's getting older. They lost Garrett Cole. I just think that the pitching will be, I think, their Achilles heel. I don't think they're ready. I think a guy looked to buy, Aaron Judge. I think he's going to have. I think he always is going to have a good year. It's just, can he stay healthy? I actually picked up his minor league card, a raw card, for $5 plus shipping, and I was just surprised. I didn't see any PSA 10s, and the one that they had was ridiculously high. It was like over $100. So that may be something you guys can look into if you like Aaron Judge, or just looking for a good deal. Take a look at guys' minor league heritage cards. Mookie Betts, Mike Trout. Mookie Betts goes for over $100. His heritage card. So if you have guys like that you think, I would take a look at it. I'm going to do a little more research on my end to see which cards. I started doing a little bit, and I saw Aaron Judge, and I bought his card. It was ending soon. So take a look at those. I think you'll find some guys that have value, and you can get them pretty cheap. I think Francisco Lindor is another guy that you'd be able to buy a minor league card pretty cheap. If he gets moved or traded and goes to like the Yankees or something like that, I think his cards will really pop off. Cleveland does well and they make the playoffs and all that, but I don't know about Cleveland this year. I think this year, all eyes are going to be on the Chicago White Sox. Now, typically you're always like a year too early. A lot of times people go, oh, this is the year for the White, whatever team that's the hot team that sucked the year before or didn't do that well, and they go, oh, this is going to be the year. It's usually not that year. It's the following year that they do really well. I'm pretty stoked about the White Sox, but if you're following that, what I should be following is probably next year that they're going to do really well, not this year. But we'll see. We shall see. SVAcardcollectors.com. Also, download the Flick Chat app, having good conversations there. Also, please click the links to stuff that I have so I get some money so I can buy some cards. It's been a slow month, guys. Now I haven't been doing my job and posting the links, all the time. But it does help out. I'm going to buy another box soon for this coming month. If I find some more Donruss Optic, I will probably get those and open those up for you guys. And also, Sports Card Investor, I'll be doing that interview. It will probably be posted on Thursday because I'll be doing an interview on Wednesday. So check out that as well. And guys, you know what to do. Buy some cards and go broke. Later.